Hey guys, Dave here. Today on Steel Euphoria, thought we'd take a look at a 5-pack of a Boker Gentleman Lockback knives today. We had a few of these guys sitting around, so we gathered them all up here and thought we'd take a look at this particular pattern here and 5 different variations for you. So let's get into this here, guys. This one is a 3 3/4 closed. Actually, they're all going to be 3 3/4 inches closed. They're all going to weigh in right about 2.8, 2.9 ounces. So perfect size for carry, perfect size for the pocket. You may notice them jiggling around in there, but at that 3 3/4 inches in length, it's just an absolute perfect pocket size for me anyway. Your mileage may vary depending on what your preferred pocket carry size. But first up here we have a gray bone version. You can see there it's got beautiful gray bone scales, pretty nicely matched on both sides. Really nice up against those nickel silver pins and nickel silver bolsters. Really has a great silver color, if you will, on those bolsters. Really nice. You see the little etching or fluting in that front bolster on both sides there, just on that top one. Really classy, a classy look for it there. And I was looking for, haven't really gone over most of these, but I was looking for gaps and voids or any chips in the bone or anything that's just not finished up real nice. And to be honest with you, on this one, I can't find a single issue on her. She's finished pretty well. There you see that Boker tree brand shield there. It's set in pretty nice on this one. It's nice and flush. No edges sticking out or anything like that. All the pins are really finished nicely all across the board. You see that beautiful little, I guess you got voids in the bone there. It kind of gives it some character on the bottom for you. But yeah, let's take a look at this fella here. Centering on this one is favoring the pile side. I guess if we wanted to talk to it a little bit, we can get her to move over to the center position. Not too bad. There's no real wiggle in there. There's a little bit of movement, but nothing real major. But let's take a look at that blade. Really nice and smooth. I'd say the pull on that is a comfortable 3 or a 4. And you see it still has that beautiful closing snap on it. Oh, just a beautiful sound on that lockup when you hear that snap into place. And there you got your Boker tree brand. That is mirror polished. You can see reflections going on everywhere there. But you got your Boker tree brand etch. That beautiful drop point blade with a full nail nick. Let's see if I can get a shot of our stamping here. There's that beautiful Boker tree with the Boker logo. And on your reverse side, you see you got yourself a D2 blade. So you're going to have yourself a really nice little user blade. D2, in my opinion, is kind of a ugly stepchild of stainless steel, or it's not really carbon steel. It's just kind of a little bit of both. They will rust. They will take some color on over time. If you don't want to do that, just hit her with some oil on those blades. Keep those blades old if you want to keep them factory fresh. But boy, lockup on this one is solid as a rock. There's no side to side. There's no up and down. These are made in Germany. So the box that it does come in states made in Germany. Just a really beautiful piece on that one. Really good color on that gray bone. And to disengage, it's actually really nice and smooth, easy on the thumb. Nice and smooth all the way around. I haven't oiled these. I haven't cleaned them. I haven't done anything to these guys, and really clean coming out of that factory. Really great action, really good color. Just a beautiful little pocket knife, that gray bone. Anyway, next up we have a yellow bone version. You can see there you got a little bit of banana pepper spots. Almost looks like a banana peel cover on there. Really is nice. And you look at the backside there, you got even more peppering going on. Just a really a good looker. I love the yellow. I know the yellow bone isn't going to be for everybody. It's kind of a brighter color, something I enjoy. How's our fit and finish on the back spring on this one, guys? Boy, everything seems nice and flush. Maybe just a little bit of a gap here around the edge, but really nothing major at all. Again, they did a beautiful job. You see that shield is set in nicely. Even better than the gray bone version that is actually almost countersunken there on this one. You'll see a little bit of variation. I believe it's the blue one over here where the shield is kind of proud. Kind of sticks out a little bit. But yeah, they finished this one real nice. How's our centering? Centering on this yellow bone version seems to be spot on. Absolutely love. And you can also pinch these open. Nail nick is really not even needed. You can do either version or either way, whatever you'd like to do to open your blade up. Again, you hear that solid snap on that lockback. Really instills confidence in you when you're using that D2 blade. Again, beautiful mirror polish on that drop point. And with your shot of your Boker etch or Boker stamping on there. This is stamped, this is not etched. You can see the stamping in there. And again, D2 on that blade. This version here, let's check our side to side. We're solid there. Anything up and down, absolutely rock solid, guys. So far, I've been really impressed with this line from Boker. I don't really know what they want to call these guys. They just call them the old Boker lockbacks, I guess is how I found them in the search engine. But I'd call it more of a gentleman's carry lockback. And again, real nice and smooth to disengage. And just a wonderful snap on that close, guys. Really is a nice one. Next up, we have the white version. It's a beautiful natural white bone with a little bit of pepper there up top. Next to that nickel silver bolster. Really is a nice white. I've had quite a few white bone knives come through the bench through the years, and you're going to have a lot of variations from bright white to, kind of you get the browns in there, you'll get some yellows in there sometimes. But Boker did pretty good on these guys as far as hitting that nice bright white color with a little bit of peppering in there to give it some character. Really nice and smooth. All the pins are just beautifully done, just nice and smooth to the touch. See, that shield is a little bit proud. Just a little bit, not too bad at all. See if I can get a close-up of that. There we go. Yeah, really nice. Centering on this white bone version looks to be spot on as well. We absolutely love that. And boy, again, a nice, easy 3, maybe a 3.5 pull on that. Just super easy to open up. And again, a shot of that lovely drop point blade that has that tree brand etching on there. If you don't like that tree brand etching, get you some flits and a little bit of elbow grease and a rag, and you can take that right off. Doesn't bother me one bit. I'll let it age with me. I'll let it get used. No worries there. Apologize for the fingerprints on these very highly polished nickel silver bolsters. They really absorb my fingerprints as well as the blade too. That's one drawback of having that beautiful mirror polish on that blade, is they'll pick up pretty much everything as far as oil and colors and debris and whatnot. But yeah, beautiful. The white bone's for you. It's a beautiful shot of that white bone gents lockback. Again, really nice to disengage, really easy. And a nice little light snap on the close on that fella. Nothing too strong. Just smooth, effective. Just a beautiful little pocket knife. And next up, we're going to take a look at another yellow version. This is going to be a composition or synthetic scale. Kind of an old classic scale that they've used for years on knives. It brings the price down, makes it a little more affordable. And this version is indeed a little bit cheaper than the bone-handled versions that you see back behind there. So you can pick this one up for a little bit cheaper. Not much, but a little bit. You're still going to get that beautiful fit and finish, that quality fit and finish on there. Still going to get you a D2 blade. Still going to have everything mirror polished. How's our back springs on this one here? Let's take a closer look. A little bit of a gap there, not too much. Boy, she's polished up nicely. A little bit of a gap there up top as well. But nothing real major at all. These synthetic scales or composition scales are really smooth. Really are super smooth. That'd be great to carry around in the pocket. Take a look at our centering on that before we open her up. Yeah, she's nice and centered as well. So they did great on the centering, at least on the run that I received here. Nice and smooth on the open again. Good solid snap. Just a great snap on that. Mirror polished drop point blade. And again, we'll check our side to side. And there is absolutely no moving or up and down. She's solid as a rock, guys. She is built quite well. I will give him that. I will give props where props are due, and indeed, just a fantastic job on Boker's part with the fit and finish on these guys. And for the price point, again, nice and smooth on that unlock with a good little snap on the close. The price point on these guys, you can find them if you do a little bit of Google searching. You could probably find them for anywhere from probably 35 to 45, maybe 50 bucks, somewhere in that range. So they are definitely affordable, and for what you get, I mean, the quality for what you get for what you pay is well worth it. Just really, really nice little lockback design from Boker. Anyway, here's our last but not least version of this guy. This is a blue bone version. And I think it's just got wonderfully matched scales on there. You got all kinds of characteristics going on in there. Again, my fingerprints, I apologize. But look how that bone color stands up next to those nickel silver bolsters and that polished blade. It just really looks nice. And the shield on this one is the one I was talking about. It kind of sticks up a little bit there. That's something over time I could probably just pop out and reseat it, or just let it ride. Just kind of depends on how bad that's going to bother you, somebody. I mean, it's something to note, though. Anyway, how's our... Get some grease off of there. How's our liners and any gaps, any voids? I really don't see anything major on this one. Everything looks nice and flush on there. And again, beautifully centered on this one as well. So yeah, let's take a look at this one. This one has a little better closing action on it. It has a really nice snap on the close. That pole is still, the pole is darn near identical on all 5 of these. A nice 3.5 maybe. And good little snap on the open on that guy. Good shot of that blue bone with those nickel silver bolsters. Just really looking sharp. Really is looking sharp. Again, you got your D2 stamping signifying a good using blade. D2, it'll last you a while. It'll take you many years to run that one down. D2 will sharpen up, in my experience, it'll sharpen up really nice. It can be troublesome at times to get a good edge on it, but of course that comes from me sharpening a lot of just the lower quality, or not lower quality, just the steel, like from Case, the True Sharp, which isn't super hard or anything. It's nothing you're gonna cut rocks in half with or anything like that. But once you get an edge on that D2, she'll hold it for a while for you. She'll hold it for a little bit longer than some of your other lockbacks or slip joints you have sitting around, just with the lesser hardened steel. Anyway, beautiful look at that blue bone, guys. That's the again, last but not least, blue one's probably one of my favorite colors out of all these guys here. Just a really attractive blue color on there. But I love them all. They're great options to have in the traditional sense. Pick you up some traditional style knives for really what you get for what you pay is a very good trade-off in this case. I think Boker did a fantastic job on these, and like I said, I will give props where props are due, and this is one of those cases. I just think they did a great job on these, so well done, Boker. And guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.